So, first things first. Hellos! Our only audience most likely will be 5th. So say hello to 5th, everyone.
If that is your real name.
Oh, that's why you had us count to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, partially. So she can hear everyone. So say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. So this is our session 0. This is most likely 1 to test the characters and stuff. So it will be a bit loose, won't be as serious. So everyone, have fun. Hope you enjoy the story. If you can't hear anything, tell me immediately. Understood?
Oh, you better have it, yeah.
All right, now let me start the music.
Have a great time out there, team.
Okay. All right, how do I play music? This is us in the future. We skipped a bit because of technical difficulties. And
There's always technical difficulties.
yes, of course. And thus,
So there goes the intro.
please tell me you did not lose your internet.
No. What? I said there goes the intro.
Oh,
There go your ears.
Damn.
Surgeon sneaking.
all right. Everyone, please tell me if you have the music up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I shall start the scene. It is cold, it is dark, and it is night. Rustling is heard from a distance in the great forest. Hunters are on the prowl, chasing a young dragon. His heartbeat can be heard loudly by those who know fear. He's injured, bleeding from his scales. His wings are unable to fly, for he's afraid of losing them. I'm gonna make everyone do one roll. Your goal is try to protect this creature.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Uh.
first things first. The creature is dashing through the trees. Unable... Well, never mind. They have dark vision. They're seeing through the trees, and right now they're hiding at the moment. They hear the hunters prowling, rustling through the trees, calling for more backup. Would you like to leave and go to farther distance, or would you want to try to take them out? Or stay in hiding? First option goes to Yufeng. What do you want to do? Sorry, not Yufeng. Oh my god, everybody, change your names!
Okay.
We'll do character introduction later.
Right.
I'll just remove the character name.
Yeah, just remove your character names. Please.
Yeah, because we don't know each other yet.
Don't worry.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so, Kami. Do you want to flee? Do you want to try to attack them? What do you want to try to do? You're in hiding.
Shit, man. We're in hiding, bro. And we're trying to protect this person.
Yes.
And I guess, should we... if I'm trying to protect them, I'm gonna try and attack whoever's chasing them.
Alright, make a perception check.
Oh.
There are no modifiers. It's just pure perception.
Oh, flat roll?
Yep.
Oh.
Flat roll? Okay, where's my perception?
I'm sad to those who cannot hear the music. Just imagine your life is in danger.
Audio listeners, love you to death. Look up Surgeon Attack from the Outlast soundtrack and listen to it on your own. Yeah. Because we're not playing it, it can't be strucken, but we can talk about it.
That is true. So.
Yeah. I'm so brain.
It's an 8. Oh dear.
Yeah.
You hear rustling, but you can't discern. The footsteps and then shouts are melding together. But you assume there's maybe 3 creatures out there. You poke your head out. And on sight, they turn their heads towards you. Humans. It's humans. Spears of metallic.
Fucking humans, bro.
Technology advanced to the point where it can pierce through dragon scales, and your heartbeat beats louder. Unfortunately, they start running after you, shouting at you, "There he is! After him!" And you run.
Oh.
Oh.
You start running faster and faster, hopefully. Thorns and such prick your skin, but at the point survival is much more important to you. And then you reach a cliffside, or at least about to approach a cliffside. Mocha, you can try to fly across the forest and maybe lose track of them, or try climbing down. If there's anything else you wish to do, you can.
You said they were humans, right?
Yes, they are humans.
I think it'd be safer to just go down the sheer cliffside
How,
instead of trying to fly.
how do you want it? You want to try climbing down?
Yeah, I guess is there a fog? Is there any weather? Does it
It's
get
clear
hard to
night.
see?
It's clear as night.
Let's
The
see.
moon is standing brightly in the sky.
Is there a tree line at the bottom? Like, once I hit a certain spot, it's just all trees.
Yeah, it is still the forest underneath.
Okay. I want to jump for the... I'm just gonna go over the cliff and then, if possible, based on whatever role you think fits, basically just catch myself on the trees because I don't want to risk getting shot at and breaking my fucking wings.
Athletics check.
Okay. Flat, right?
Yes, no modifiers.
At the end of the day, at least the wings will work, hopefully. Or at least
Until
won't
they
have
get
tear.
exploded.
Listen, as
by
long as they
evil
don't
Larry.
get torn, it's
And
better.
set up.
15. Let me put that in the chat.
You are able to jump, though your arms are weakened. You're able to straggle on to a tree and safely go down. The humans see this, shouting that he went over the cliff. Get the drakes!
What the?
Oh, hell no, they sending in the dragon now.
They said it in Drake. Oh no.
They called us. What did they say?
So, and you can hear growls and almost, I don't want to say owls, like
They got
growling.
dogs.
They got dogs. They got dogs, and drakes seem to sort of leap or crawl down from the cliffside, and they smell you, and you can hear the sniffing, and your heartbeat is enough to not deter them, opposite of deter, is able to alert them, and still
Nice.
you're on the run. You can still try to hide again, or you can continue running. What do you think is the best plan of action, Ocean?
Well, I think at this point the mentality would be: are there any weak, like smaller trees or large, like widowmaker branches that I can knock down to obstruct their path? Maybe hit them.
Make
as
a nature
debris.
check.
Because it's like right now what we need is distance and obstacles. Zigzag, zigzag. Nature check, inbound. That's a 14.
Alright, I say it succeeds. You're able to see that one tree is rotting enough that it can be broken down, and thus you leap on it, cracking down, and actually, a wolf or two, or some dogs are caught underneath and such, and the drakes have to climb over it, giving you enough time and distance to go even further. And you're rushing to the forest. It seems no one can hear. Your cries of help are useless given that your parents were killed beforehand. Your lair was unfortunately, what's the word I'm looking for? Invaded, that's the word.
Pilfered, ransacked,
Yes.
besieged.
Humans
Sorry,
came
I'm a
in.
dictionary.
It's all good. Humans came in, pilfered everything, killed your parents and siblings mercilessly. And now, with all hopes of living almost gone, you reach into an opening. Trees are still all around you, but the moonlight is apparent. There's a vortex. It's dark, an abyss. You can see nothing through it. It is pitch black. And for some reason, it calls to you. You know deep in your heart, at some point they will catch you. You will lose your energy, because as much as you run, they will run faster and they will get more men. This may be your only chance of escape. Do you go in the hole, Tom?
I feel like I would hesitate a little bit. And then I would probably hear the footsteps and see like the faint glows of torches start to light up nearby trees.
Mm-hmm. They're willing to start a forest fire. You heard.
I'm the last one left anyways.
You heard stories that nothing comes good of these portals. But your life is at risk. Do you take the plunge?
I mean, shit, I've got nothing to lose. I jump.
And you jump. All sounds, and you can stop the music. All sound cease to exist. You keep falling, your wings unable to have the strength to lift you up to fly or glide down. And you keep falling, and falling, and falling. The light from the hole seemed to vanish, and everything around you seems to be of complete pitch black. And you're starting to think that maybe this was the worst decision you made in your life.
Damn.
But slowly, something takes you down to the ground floor, gently. And you sit and gaze. You are in the Shadow Realm. And it seems like for a while, there's no going back home. Next up, the new music.
All right. Audio listeners, love you to death. I have no idea how to pronounce the name of that track, so you're on your own.
I will provide track names in the description of the video, so if you want to listen along, go ahead.
Then why are you making me
Ah,
say
shit,
that
that's in
word?
another language.
Yeah, I got the idea now, so don't worry about it.
Man. I can't believe this.
It's
I
okay.
can't believe you did this to me.
It's okay, you still have a job as a player, teehee. So now
You're fired.
we're 50 years in the past. And Mocha, you are in the town of the Jin Wait. Kami, we're just gonna keep to Jin for now. You're in the Jin Kingdom. It is a lively day today. And you hear the sounds of people. It is quite a day since it is the weekend. Many stalls, many stores, people selling low price clothing and such. People selling spell books or magic books, possibly fake. You can smell delicious food in the air, and you know today's a good day. What is your name, Mocha?
Shit, I didn't have a way I would do this. My name is Amanda Val, though she would probably prefer you to call her one or the other. Honestly, if she had to have a preference, it'd probably be Min.
Men.
Yeah. Min. Min.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I will end your life.
Oh my.
Continue.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, of course.
Oh, well, I'll put both. She won't tell you to not call her whatever.
Bow.
Well, no, that's part of her name.
Please give a brief description of yourself.
She is about like 5, 6, maybe 7. It's been a while since I looked at her height. The right color. I'd say like a medium navy, short hair. I believe the cut of the hair has been referred to as Gemini. If I'm wrong, whoopsie daisy, but I'll send a picture later. She has heterochromia. One eye is a nice purple, the other is like a goldish yellow. She has like slash warm skin, nothing too fancy. She's wearing just very, what is it, like baggy kind of street clothes, like baggy styled street clothes, nothing fancy. Just what is it, oh yeah, and she has like her gear on, some slight armor, her backpack, spear strapped to her back, and she just gotta wander her out.
That's great. Now, what is your purpose here in the Jin Kingdom?
She has heard that, at least in the Jin Kingdom, they have some fancy little robots called Sentinels, and she's looking to maybe see if she can get her hands on some. For some personal reasons.
Oh my. So as you seem to try to find these sentinels, you walk down the corridors. There's many walkways and hallways throughout the kingdom. The buildings are high, especially near the center, where you can tell a large mansion seems to appear. That's considered the aquatic capital of the kingdom. And you venture on, you would see an open courtyard space with trees and big bonsai-looking trees that children are playing around with. And as you try to maybe take a sit and take a break, you bump into a humanoid creature. Oh shit. What do you do?
What do I look like? Alright. How would I describe it other than it's a normal ass looking human, white linen sort of button down shirt, you know, the ones that go down like 2 or 3 buttons, with a dark brown, I guess you could equivocate it to like a blacksmith's outfit. The apron, you got the fucking gloves, you got a pair of loose fitting slacks and boots with big buckles on them and serious treads. The most unassuming, with tufts of like black hair and kind of like cinders around the fucking tufts of the cheeks. Looks like he's just rolled out of the shop, but he's not carrying a whole lot of gear with him. Like, he's traveling relatively light. Doesn't even look like he's carrying any sort of weapon or anything like that on him. It's just looking into his bag. It's not blacksmithing. It's intricate little vases and decoratives of blown glass. And there, standing at about, God, how tall would he be? Probably like right on the solid 6 foot line at best. Like maybe the boots are giving him a couple of inches, but the unassuming height, unassuming demeanor, slight muscular build of a working man, but still relatively gaunt, is a man named Innocuous.
So, Innocuous and Min bump into each other, enough to make armor rattle and possibly give them an anime forehead bump. Do you two know each other as you sit on the ground staring at each other confused?
I need to ask that question to Mocha. Is this the first time you want these characters to ever meet?
Nah, I'd say that we at least encountered each other once or twice.
Just like, oh, hey, it's you. Oh, it's you again.
Hi there, Ina.
The what?
Ina, you dumbass, it's your name.
I don't know why you pronounced it with a Y, but alright.
Because it's short. You know what? What you got there?
It's... Nope. And he just kind of like holds the bag away. I know what you fucking do with this sort of shit. No.
No, you don't want to show me?
I can show you, but you're not gonna touch it. You're not gonna touch it because you almost always break it. Okay?
She shrugs.
Fucking just like opens the frills of the bag. It's the intricately blown glass vases and orbs and table decoratives and such like that. Beautiful greens and blues all swirling and marbled together. Almost rippling with life in the way that they've been spun. See, it's this thing called glass. Remember,
I know what glass is, you dumbass. Flicks his nose.
Why do you keep breaking it? Why do you keep these made? I spent the last shipment. I spent hours working on, and you somehow managed to punt it across the shop floor within 5 minutes. 5.
It's hard. Getting used to tiny hands is hard.
You punted it like a football. What?
Oh, that one was particularly to get on your nerves.
Why? I mean, it worked, but why? Don't you have anything better to do? Also, why the fuck are you here? Did you follow me again?
No, not this time.
Squints.
I'm here on my own personal business.
Insight
That
check.
doesn't have to do with you.
Here, you can do an insight check.
All right, first character roll of the session. That's 16.
Make a one. Min, are you lying? Yes or no?
No.
All right.
I'm just not saying what I'm doing, but I'm not lying. You know,
Well, then make a deception check.
Okay. Sorry, I took a sip of tea. I wasn't expecting to shut up. Oh shit, in that 20.
Oh, well. That's all you know. She said what she said.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's truthful, but you know, she's the.
Okay, so you're saying that you accidentally just happened to stumble into me here, all the way away from the crossroads, where you followed me places before. Okay. Sure, let's run with that for now.
And as you two are conversing, you hear a stall in the distance like, "Free donuts! If you can eat 50 donuts, they're all free!" And you can see many people like gathering around trying to complete this challenge of 50 free donuts. That's pretty intense. Do you think you can eat 50 free donuts?
I don't think an actress would want to eat 50 free donuts.
50 free donuts? Fuck
You'd have like one.
She's like, there's just a bit of drool coming from her mouth. Like,
Oh my god, you're so gonna go for the 50 donuts, aren't you?
she has bought. He like turns to
she's-
the side and she's gone.
Oh, just the fucking, like the cartoon outline, blink, 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 and then you look over, and she's like wafting along on the air, following the scent, like a cherry pie in a cartoon. It's like, oh, yep, there she goes. Oh, God. Shakes his head. Game plan was to try to go to like a local marketplace to try to sell some of these goods for good gold. Is that in this direction or the other direction?
Well, have you been here before?
Well, fucking, I think what he'll do is he'll just take out a gold piece, look left, look right, eeny, meeny, miny, flip it, grab it, catch. Evens, he follows. Odds, he goes the opposite direction.
All right, make your.
It's a nat 20. Yeah, she follows, just like, fuck it, whatever.
Okay.
He's just like, he's walking as he's sorting his bag, like, okay, tinkering stuff, glass blowing, masonry, fucking a couple of loose oars, sure, whatever.
So as you approach these sands, man, you see a big stall, and you see this sort of like big, like tough man with like an apron over him, the typical chef hat on, like free donuts. If you can eat 50, they're all free. And you can see like relatively, it's mostly like younger kids and stuff. You see some like half elves, like a tiny baby half orc too. Like, oh, I want to try. And then the parents like near the courtyard you're in, just looking at them with disdain of like, oh my god, I can't pay for 50 donuts right now. So they sort of like, you can feel their eyesight in the background. I'm just like, thank God there's a stupid ass woman doing this. And the chef make eye contact with you, like, are you willing to eat 50 donuts, my friend?
Yes. Small question.
Yes, sir, Ray.
You say it's free if I do it, but that implies there is consequence if I do not.
Well, of course.
Beats.
If you don't eat all 50, you have to pay for all 50. That's the point of the challenge.
Oh, I see. And how much does that cost?
Well, for this special deal, to allow everyone to participate, they only cost 3 gold per donut.
So you're
Jesus Christ.
you're saying 150 gold.
Exactly.
Fun.
How much do they usually cost?
5. It's a
20%
great deal,
discount,
isn't it?
not bad.
Not really.
Just the eyebrows of, yeah, sure, buddy.
You know,
Are they just glazed?
oh no. For reference, for those who don't know, these are like similar to Chinese donuts. So they're sort of like fluffy pastries with like sugar coated and such. So some have fillings, but they're mostly sort of long strands. Think of them as almost like croissants if they were long.
Long croissant.
Long
Here
croissant.
I was thinking this motherfucker was in a Krispy Kreme outfit.
No.
Hold on, I'm trying to see how much of a fucking gremlin I can be. I don't know if I can right now though.
You just
Otherwise-
start eating the table.
That would be fucking funny.
You just fucking bite onto the leg of it, rip it out. The other kids that are trying to do the fucking competition just slide over the stacked mountain of donuts, just cascade down.
Do you want to do that?
I also have to be careful because I need to. The woes of being a gremlin that's at least smart enough to play their cards right. I assume I would need to make like some sort of con save.
Yes, you would. It will be 3 rounds of it.
Skill checks.
Yes.
Nice.
I see the glint in your eyes. Free food is your calling. I'm that way too.
Yes, but I don't think you'd like it if I actually did the way I like to.
What was that?
How about this?
Noctis
worry
is
about
just
it.
gonna lean down and whisper in her ear. Right now, I usually have good, you know me, I usually have good finances. I got about 20 gold on me. If you fuck this up, you're going into super debt.
No, it'd be fine. How about this? I pay for 1 donut so I can taste it, and then I'll come back depending on how I feel about it.
Alright, I accept that deal. So, he gets you a freshly baked one, wraps it in sort of like a napkin thing, hands it to you. That'll be 3 gold.
Alright. She gives me 3 gold.
Thank you for your service. Now you, sir, you want a donut?
Alright.
I see
Is he
your
pointing
eyes
to
glinting
Innocuous?
in those distance. You want a donut. I feel it in your soul.
And is this directed towards Innocuous?
Yes.
Innocuous, camera pans back over, deadpan, vacant, void of emotion. Now pass.
Alright. Then the deal is still open. And then you're welcome to walk away as you hear from the distance, free donuts! Free donuts if you can eat all 50 free donuts!
Innocuous is now gonna make it a personal mission in the back of his head to log, like, going around to, like, another pastry vendor or something like that to see how much cheaper they are, and by consequence, how much he's fucking scamming people. 3 gold for a donut.
That's what I was saying.
That's highway robbery.
I know.
I was like, that's some sort of Gucci fucking donut.
Innocuous is letting it go because he's dealt with Minbao before. She has no earthly godly concept of what the fuck money is, and trying to explain it to her would be a futile effort. So it's like, sure, yeah, have your donut.
Well, like, he spot me like 3, that was like my week's rations of money. Like half of it.
What, you didn't steal any more from my treasury?
No.
Another insight check. Fucking piercing eyes like coal, vacant, just staring through her.
Okay, hold on. Alright.
Deception
okay,
for
go for
Deception
it.
for Mocha, Insight for
Ooh. Go for it.
Ocean.
I'll let you tell your deception first. 22.
She hasn't stolen from it recently, but that was gold that she just took from the amount she put in her hoard last time.
Alright, you see him reach into his bag, and he takes out a, like, it looks like an ideas ledger with fucking random scripts at bats and pieces, of random notebook paper kind of just sticking out of the sides. He flip, and then there's just this personal scrawlings of debt contents, and just fucking scribbles like a tally of 3 gold on it. All right. He's keeping a ledger of how much you've taken. He just like erases 3 gold, consider it repayment. Once you get yourself out of debt, you can start borrowing money again. That's how an economy works. But then again, you don't understand money, so, If you understood an economy, you'd understand that $3 for a donut was fucking highway robbery.
I don't know, it's stupid. I've gotten so many more much treat. I've gotten like 10 times as much for like 3 gold.
Then why did you? Okay.
As you hear
because
from
I
the
don't have a clear plan for stealing it under his nose.
And then from the distance, you hear like, run, bitch, run before she gets you. And then from like sort of from the small speck ahead of you, you see 2 humanoids running at you, and they get fast really quick. And then they bump into you, one being a human and one being a half-elf, and they both fall, and you fall.
Innocuous. No, I would like to make a strength check to not fall.
You may.
Aren't you a monk?
No.
Never mind.
Permission for athletics roll. Well, strength save or athletics. What is it?
I say athletics.
Is it an athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the mod is a +7 regardless. Okay, that's a 21.
Okay.
Innocuous just gets bumped into. He fucking pivots his back leg and shifts his bag immediately up over his head so nothing valuable gets banged up.
The humanoid's like
Slow.
face plams into your chest and then falls down. And then sort of like almost dazed, like you've seen a Disney character, they sort of go lopsided and they blink really quickly. It's like, I don't want to be here. Fuck school! And then he tosses his robe at you and starts running. Now,
What?
And
What? Did he just rip off his shirt and throw it at me?
and then Min, do you also want to make a saving throw?
What?
If possible, I would like to make some sort of roll that allows me to like fall, but go into a log roll and then pretend like I have perished. Scare the kid.
Make a performance check.
Okay. Because I don't want to lose my donut. I'm still eating it. But also, it'd be really funny if I just fall over, roll, and then I just don't move. Like, oh shit, look what you've done, child. What's my modifier for performance? Oh, it's just a flat 12, because I don't have any charisma.
I say it sort of works. The half-elf bump into you, and it's like, I can't do this anymore. I want to get drunk and party like every other dragon. And she also throws her robes at you, and she runs as well. And you fall over, and the position you fall as you roll log style is the Family Guy pose.
The death pose.
With the bread still in your, the donut still in your mouth. And the kids sort of like, sorry, just look at you and start laughing. No, you did not scare the
Honestly,
kids.
I'm gonna grab the robes. Okay, damn. I'm gonna just grab the robes. What the fuck is up with you, bro? The shit.
Oh, they already left.
Innocuous just has.
Oh, they're gone. Well, free cloak.
Innocuous is just standing there with the equivalent of the fucking dial-up loading circle above his fucking head. Just the.
And then almost as quickly, you see like an old school mistress like come running over, lifting her like gown up from her hand. So it's like, oh goodness, you two. I know it's you two. And you could see like her
Excuse me, ma'am.
I know. You shifted. You cannot run from me. You must enter the induction ceremony. It cannot start without you two. Please, I'm going to lose my job. And she like pants over her knees and stuff. Give me 1 moment.
I just got this free cloak. The person you're looking for is over there. She points in the direction that the child ran.
As nicely as possible. We are not the children. I will go and walk you down to them personally. But you will not speak to me as if I am a child.
I know.
Did you not see them running off and hiding behind the hay stall over there? And he will immediately snitch on them.
They're not there. They ran off into the distance, so they're nowhere near you at the moment.
Oh, they're at the... Oh, fuck. They're at the donut eating contest. God damn it. Alright, let's go back to the guy that scammed you, and he's gonna just start walking nonchalant.
Wait. You can't
I swear to God.
You can't.
Does she put a hand on me?
No.
She put a hand on me?
No. Please, I need to...
Yeah, he's gonna leave then.
Wait, please.
Wait. Hold on.
No, I'm going to get
Not
back
you.
to the children.
You do what you want.
Yeah, I'm going to get the
Dang
children.
woman.
Please, you need to come to the induction ceremony. There are 2 seats empty. I know you can't tolerate school anymore, but you need to participate. You've already paid your fees.
First of all, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
The school ceremony?
Formal education. No.
At the nearby
But,
college.
question.
Yes.
2 questions.
Yes.
Is there free food?
But-
Can I find a sentinel?
What? Excuse me.
You know,
Do you have
a
water?
mechanical sentinel. No. I could survive several days without water. Isn't that cool? I'm like a cactus.
Yes, that's common for blue dragon. Let me just, okay. The induction ceremony that you two and your friend ran off with. luckily, they haven't found out you left yet, and the ambassador is giving a speech right now. It'd be rude to leave. You paid your tuition fees, and you paid to be part of this prestigious college. Now, please, before I lose my job, I have one grandchild, and she's going to be such a bright student, but I need you two to come back, please.
Can
I
I?
be using this time to track down the runaways?
Yeah.
For the sake of plot, you cannot find them, but I will roll a perception check, and if you pass, you can see them.
I will roll or you will roll?
You will roll, my dear friend.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, perception check inbound. That's a 17.
You pass. You see them, like, just in the corner of your eye, still running, and they turn actually into their dragon forms. One of them is a blue dragon, the one who was a human originally. No, sorry, not human, half-elf. And the other one is a red dragon who was human, and they're just about to take flight. What do you do?
Can I... How do I say this? Can I use my movement, dashing, climbing up the wall, scale one of the nearby buildings, and jump onto one of their backs as they're about to take off?
Make an athletics check.
Wonderful. That's a 17 plus 7, a 24.
Wow, alright. So, you easily... The red dragon, since... sorry, not red dragon, I'm mixing up colors. The blue dragon starts to fly off, and the red dragon is already up ahead. But as you scale the wall, quickly dashing back as if you're an assassin or something, you jump across the roof and land directly into her back. And you can hear like a slight squish, almost. Probably may have small broken bones, but it's okay, that happens to dragons. And he's like, and she's right underneath you as he screams, please, I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to go, please. And the red dragon friend seems to have gone off in fear and definitely have flown away. Please, I'll do anything.
Just completely... Anything you say.
Well, why are you saying it like that?
Even though the understanding is that all you have to do is sit through this boring ass induction ceremony and then you can leave.
I'll pay you 50
But you're
gold to
still
stand in
making
for
a
me.
whole... Now what about 100?
Deal, take it. And she like, it's in my bag, and you can see that like a bag starts to form around her, which was part of your her humanoid form, and she gives you permission to go into the bag and take 100 gold.
100, you say?
Yes.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing business. And he will take out like one of the little glass plum vases, set it down next to the bag, take 100 gold, and let her go.
Okay, thank you. And she like sort of like claws into the ground to like pick up and fly, and she like zooms across the sky to catch up with her red dragon friend. And you gain 100 gold.
Awesome.
And
all right, he's gonna walk back, just fucking hands in pockets, and just be like, yeah, nah, unfortunately they got away. Shit.
Oh, here's another rope.
Oh, so we really just gonna stand in for him?
Yeah,
Is
there's
that the
fucking
plan?
free food. Also, I could probably find something I can steal.
okay, yes, there'll be food after the induction ceremony, just please.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Might as well.
Thank you.
As
Please
long
wear
as
the
it doesn't delay the
robes.
rest of my business meetings for the rest of the day, we'll be fine.
You're lucky you just left in the last remaining hour. Okay, please wear your robes. Make sure you're all tucked in. Equipments are going to be underneath the robe. You're welcome to put them in a bag of holding or anything like that. And make sure that you are sitting still and not to make any noise. Now please, follow me. And you follow
It's
her
like I'll forget I'm there.
for about...
Just...
And
Hey, do you think I can frame this kid for the stealing of 50 donuts?
Oh, fuck it. He's gonna lean and whisper. Even better, you can frame the kid for stealing 100 gold.
Oh.
So, as you two...
No, I'm just a fucking creature.
Oh boy. Okay. So, as you two follow the old school mistress, you get to have another glimpse into the kingdom. And as you walk, I will give a proper introduction because I realized I didn't do that. Welcome to the Jin Kingdom, which is part of the Dragalia world. In this world, mostly people are dragons, but they are in their humanoid forms, in which they can have any form they like, or the one they were born with. Dragons are the main government holders for each of the regions, and chromatics, metallics, and gem dragons populate everywhere. In the Jin Kingdom, which is located near the mouth of the continent, is the Gold Dragon Kingdom, or the Jin Kingdom. They are known for their populous colleges, teaching all the knowledge available to them, from history to science to arts. And since the last 50 years, they have been on the cusp of a technological innovation that hopefully that in this college you're able to pursue. And just with a quick demonstration, you arrive at the doors of the College of Arts. This is a creative arts and liberal arts academy that you are not aware of. But, unfortunately, fortunately you have a narrator to tell you that. You aren't unaware though, but the lady told you that it's a creative arts. She escorts you through the long hallways, the corridors and such, and you can see how beautifully constructed this college is, with marble pillars and flooring, pools and lakes actually inside of it. Many lakes and pools, not one as big as we see in some other places. And you can see dragons chilling and such, reading a book or writing on their scrolls and such, and other humanoids talking to each other. And you can see a big view of the mountains that lead into the Red Dragon's territory and such in the distance. Eventually, you come across a big doorway which leads to the induction ceremony. You can hear a bit of slight murmuring and such, and one loud person talking of like. The lady turns towards you again and she bows. Please be silent, stay still. You already paid your money. You can leave after the induction ceremony. Go in, do not make any noise.
Just gives a thumbs up.
That's good enough.
He's gonna stroll silently to his seat.
She opened the doors to you so you could walk to your seat. And it's a big ass hallway. Not hallway, sorry. You know lecture rooms and such? Auditorium.
Yeah.
You talking an auditorium? Yeah.
It's like an auditorium lecture. There's like hundreds of seats, even more so that you would see like at your own college lecture. And there's a big stage. On the side of the walls, you can see like silver dragons standing in patrol on the sidelines. And in the far corner, you can see an ancient gold dragon. Now, how much do you know of your history? I'll make you do a history check.
Not a whole lot.
I would have put my die.
Never mind, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
18 plus 2.
All right.
I guess I do.
Mocha?
11.
So, Mocha, you are completely unaware. Like, it's on the tip of your tongue, but innocuous. You know who this person is, and already you feel your heart in the presence of Jin Yi Yao. Is that correct, Tommy? Jin Yi Yao?
Hold on. Let me check. Jin Yi Yao.
Jin Yi Yao?
Jin Yi Yao.
Jin
Yi Yao.
Yi Yao.
You don't have to be so.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can just say it.
So,
It's okay.
she is the Queen of Justice herself, the leader of the whole kingdom. Now, you know that it's apparent and important for each induction ceremony of all the colleges for her to be present, in order to give a good blessing for the class. But, again, it's still a surprise to see her. You can see radiance and almost gold shimmering off her scales, and there's an eloquent beauty to her. Her almost aura radiate with a strong, happy aura. And it's almost, you can be almost at peace staring at her. All is well, and such. As well, there's also several silver dragons guarding her, along with some gold ones as well. And also, Kami, describe your character.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to be in my regular dragon.
If you wish to be. But for the sake of this, yes.
Is this the first meeting with them?
You're off in the distance, so you're just describing your appearance.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Where is my character currently?
You are the top right corner of the room. Sorry, top left.
Huh?
And you're like sitting on a chair next to the gold dragon.
Okay, guess I have to do my due diligence in this. Okay, so... Well, I'd say she's kind of similar to the gold dragon, but she's a lot smaller, of course. She's probably around medium, of course, built, you know. She's about 5'10-ish, 5'11-ish in height. She has black and white hair, so black on the top, underneath it's white. She has purplish, bluish, ombre-ish eyes. She's wearing traditional, I guess, Chinese clothing. That's like flowy red, you know, something that someone of like high nobility would wear, of course. She got her little ornaments on her hair and whatnot. She's like, she looks like a decorated doll.
That's crazy.
She looks like a decorated doll, yeah. But well, yeah, since this is diplomatic and stuff like that, I guess she's just gonna wear what she'd wear and look how she looks like that way. She's not carrying any of her other stuff with her.
Yes. And you both see this, but only you, Inakris, can understand the gravity of the situation. At least for you. It's not like you meet dragon royalty every day, after all. So you both take your seat, and you are in the middle of the creative arts ambassador as they continue talking, of course. He is unaware of your entrance and instead focuses on the audience. And Tom, introduce both your appearance and you may continue your speech.
Okay. You see a man not too remarkably tall, 6'2", more thin, slender build, wearing a purple, very dull, very dark purple suit, with black accents. They have straight black hair that is parted from the middle, and how to describe it, like a bronze umber of skin tone, with green, seafoam green eyes, and a singular earring shining silver. His name is Miguel.
And you may continue your speech,
I gotta
Miguel.
type it.
Oh, and also I'm going to change the music. Where's the music?
Pomp de Florence. The generic. Well, that's graduation music, so it won't work.
It will not know. Please play the music I put in the.
Shang is shade mode. What is this? Oh.
Please
Hold
play
on, what's the music? German song. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to figure out an accent for him too, because I've been kind of like just toiling with it. I don't know for sure though. But for now, we're going with the Victor Nation. How we feel? It has been long enough, and I believe it is time for me to conclude my little bit of insight. But know that you each have a world of possibilities at your hand, so long as you choose to take it. And also, remember not to limit yourself to just one. Thank you.
And you hear a big clap from the audience going woo, woo, and also some sort of like dragonic growls that is meant to be like a cheer and such from the other audiences as well. You can tell from your perspective, Miguel, that it's both humanoids in dragons forms, and some dragons in the audience. It is a very diverse community, and in your hearts, you feel happy about this. And the old school mistress walks past you as you leave off the stage, giving you like a small bow. And she walks up to the podium and is like, thank you, Ambassador Miguel, for your wonderful speech. And now we will take a performance from our beautiful... What's her name, Kelman?
Okay.
Jin.
No, it's not. Shush.
I didn't remember what it was.
Well, because you don't know what it was. I never told you. Oh my god. So, technically, this would... Okay. The performer's name would be Tianhua. So that's who will be coming up to perform. So, basically, you'd see, like, a whole different kind of person comes out. And they are... basically, so she
That's not you?
she's basically a half elf. No, look, hold on, V. Okay, hold on, let me DM you real quick.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, V. Let me DM you real quick.
Whip and Nene.
Oh no.
Well,
pardon the small interruption.
Imagine a fucking audience member's like, when are we getting fed?
Oh my, you're hungry ass motherfucker.
my magic missile, a donut. I'm kidding.
You can pause the video whenever.
Oh my god. Okay, so
okay. Okay.
uh-huh.
I don't know what that means, but okay, do what you want to do.
You don't know what do you mean?
I don't know what that means.
Oh my god.
You just shoved this in my
Anyways.
face all of a sudden. Unless, wait a minute.
No, it's in the bio. Okay.
Oh,
anyway,
sorry.
no.
I was... Sorry.
Go
wait.
look. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Continue. Just do it. Just to continue.
Anyways.
Continue.
So, a performer in very colorful outfit comes out and places an instrument on the... Wait, do you want me to share the music that's going to be played?
Yes, so that both the
'Cause
audience can...
I gave it to you in DMs, so...
You can
it's
just
in
put it in the
your
bot so
DM.
everybody else can get it.
Okay. How the hell do I do that now?
I just
I'll
read it
just
now.
put it
Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
Very deep breath.
Puts down her guzheng, which is a traditional Chinese instrument, and then there's another performer, unnamed. We don't need to know him. It comes out with a set of drums behind her.
Nameless performer. I feel bad for them.
The performer's name. You want me to name him? Okay, fudge. Okay.
You don't have to, it was a joke.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have to look up a whole name and. Oh god,
Continue.
names are complicated. Okay. So. Xianhua will be your performer today, and she will be performing Sun Quan The Emperor. And you can just play the music. And then do whatever, V. You can skip, fast forward, or whatever. I don't care.
So, it's a beautiful performance done by this dancer. I'm assuming you're dancing, correct? Or they
She's playing.
playing music. Oh, okay, sorry,
Instrument.
my bad. So she's playing a
Yes,
lovely
yes.
instrument, and immediately, as the first strongest plucked, as the first string is plucked, it's a beautiful resonation within the souls of the audience. You feel at peace as she wisps you on a small story, following that of a gold dragon appreciating a beautiful flower. And she sings the lyrics of how radiant the flower is, even making those of other dragons envy its beauty. Despite being a short-lived life, it is lived in such prowess, standing against nature. The dewdrops follow its petals with such glory and brilliance that even those who are unaware of what a flower is knows that of its importance. And you enjoy it, all of you. For a brief moment, you all get a +1 in your Constitution score. This will last until the
What
end. This will last until the end of your full rest, or short rest. End of your short rest.
Let me go do that right now.
And with that, the performance ends. And again, a grand applause is made for the player. And they step off the stage, and silence starts to hold us the scene. I'll let the music play for the sake of it. For those. When the song goes over, you can choose another song. Sorry. Or you can go back to the previous song or keep it to silence. The wings
Cough.
of Yi Yao spreads. She gets up from her seat and walks toward the podium. The podium is strong enough to hold this ancient dragon. And she sits, and her gaze meets all of you. Especially you two, Mocha and Ocean. She noticed. Min and
Oh,
Anakris.
god damn it.
She noticed.
It's like, who the fuck are these guys?
And Knockers is just sitting there with hands lightly folded on his lap. Not like the tough arms crossed, but like the loose, just like the arms are crossed across the gut. Just like, yeah, whatever.
Min just slides down of the chair and puts the robe hood over her eyes.
She does.
And Knockers is just sitting there relatively laxed, but still formal and paying attention.
She looks at you for a brief moment and simply gives a small smile before returning her gaze to the audience as a whole. Greetings, everyone. Her voice is soft, yet carrying a lot of weight that you can feel it again resonate with you. Welcome to this great college of arts. Many of you are here because you wanted to pursue something great. And while others may or may have not supported you through this endeavor. Our staff and me will support you. Since this kingdom has been established, we pursued knowledge, for it is the source of wisdom and it is the source of building a better future. To be ignorant is to already be dead in our eyes, and we refuse to let any creature who walk in our domain be dead. When you pursue these arts, be filled with pride. Be filled with pride as you are a gold dragon. And she spreads her wings out, and surprisingly the room is big enough to handle the giant wingspan. And as she unfurls it, you can see almost your reflection in it, shimmering like a golden mirror. And literally sparkles of dust seem to come from it. Sparkles of dust being like those little, like, sparkling things. I don't know what they're called, but the little sparkling things. You are as radiant as us, and you will form beautiful memories here. Become the greatest of yourself. Learn with all your might and heart. Learn to be greater than a gold dragon. Of course, no one has prevailed that, but it is the thought that matters. I believe in each. And she turns to you two. Every one of you. You are bound for greatness the moment you've entered this building, this college. Now, and she raises up her claws, and she starts writing in the air, and a golden scripture starts writing out as she writes something. With my blessings of resplendence as the Queen of Justice, I give you permission to learn. And she writes out in Draconic script. And everyone, since you all speak Draconic, you know that this means to learn is to be alive. To be dumb is to be dead. Or to be ignorant is to be dead. My bad. Oh my god, penguin. Okay, my apologies. And with that, the scripts fades away, and parts of the scripts come on to you. It attaches to your robe, and it says the same thing, along with the emblem of the college. And everyone cheers.
Yeah.
And then the glass breaks.
No.
You may pause your music for this. I forgot to mention that there was a big window behind it. My fault. Apologies. There's a big window behind the...
There always is.
behind the Queen of Justice herself. Enough that you can see the mountains from the Red Dragon's territories. And it happened so fast, no one was aware of it. However, and let me roll the dice to it to see if our queen herself was aware of it. Because I should have.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for the sake of this. Despite being an ancient dragon, maybe it's because she's getting through the years, but she wasn't aware. The glass breaks. It shatters into a million pieces, and almost in slow motion, you see a giant rod impale her. Enough that you can see it go through her middle of the wings, strike through her chest. It is very huge, enough that it is equivalent to an arrow stuck in a humanoid. That is how big the rod is. And from the point of the rod that is outside of her chest, claws emerge and immediately pulls out, flesh and blood coming out as well. And let me give you the other music. Put this in there. So immediately everyone is tense. Humanoids who are unaware of what's going on immediately flood. The silver dragons on the prowl rush towards the Queen of Justice herself, and the glass is completely broken, but you can see, actually, everyone make a perception check.
Oh my god.
That's not a D20.
God damn the fucking hot rolls. That's a 19 for
Oh, that's a
Perception
nat
check?
20. That's
Mhm.
23.
Nat 20.
Alright,
Holy shit.
Brother.
please put your rolls in there so I know who and who
I mean,
can.
she. Rolls.
Rolls Royce.
Hold on. I gotta edit it.
I mean, she kind of did foreshadow it. The whole, like, to learn is to be alive, to be ignorant is to be dead. She was pretty unaware.
Some dirty red dragons.
So everyone except Mocha, you're able to see a small glint. And you don't know because it's so far that you're surprised that the missile essentially went from that distance. But you can tell something from the distance shot an arrow at the Queen of Justice herself. And as I said before, panic ensues. Humanoids are rushing out. Some dragons in humanoid forms are also rushing out. Silver dragons, again, immediately go through the window, even more crashing through it, to try to spot the suspects themselves. And silver dragons surround her, taking care of her. And what do?
Oh, this is so it's free actions for the deal right now.
Yes.
Reactions? I'm gonna make sure the
Okay.
queen's okay!
I mean, Innocuous is not like visibly phased, but he's definitely like the eyes have perked up like, oh fuck, it's actually gotten interesting. Okay. It's gonna get out of the seat, kind of like same deal, hands in pockets, quickly like quick walking over towards the stage. He's gonna wait till the have all the guards and whatnot that have wanted to flood out the window, are they already out of the way?
Repeat that? Sorry.
Have the guards that wanted to go out the newly smashed window, are they out of the way? Did they go?
Yes, they're just about to go. One of them already left. There's a couple more about to proceed through the window as well.
Innocuous is currently like quickly sweeping together the remnants of the glass window shards, and he's going to hold his action then until the remaining guards get out. From there, he is basically going to throw the glass pieces up into the air and use his fire breath, using the glass blowing techniques to not only repair the window but reinforce it so more shots don't fucking come through.
Okay. Just to let you be in know that the palement, it's on the ground around you. It's been pulled out from the earth, but it's still lying there.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, cool. He doesn't want a second one coming through the window.
Okay. Mocha, what do you do?
Well, I have a fun little spell called Fog Cloud. So I would like to ask, I can make a 20-foot spear, so what I kind of want to do is make it like, the best way I can say it is that the inside of the spear is clear so that everybody inside can see it, but basically it's like almost like a donut, I guess, like a regular donut where the outer, where there's windows and shit, is not clear, is covered by the fog cloud, but the inside of the fog cloud everybody can see.
So it's like a barrier of cloud, essentially.
Yes, to just, make it harder for those peeking in to see what's going on inside so they can't just, do anything crazy.
Yeah, I allow that. You can do it.
Okay. Yeah, I cast Fog Cloud.
So, this cloud, do you want to describe this spell?
Okay, Min stands up and sort of just claps her hands together, and as she pulls her hands apart, you see just like a thick, swirling cloud of fog slowly surround the general area. Any stragglers just kind of pass through that were heading for the door, but it stops at about, I'd say, like 5 feet between the windows and whoever's inside.
All right.
Just making a nice 5-foot fog.
Miguel, what do you do?
I'm kind of tempted, but because I could potentially use my hourglasses spell to trace back the projectile, the arrow, whatever you want to call it, and potentially see who threw it or launched it.
So you want to see a vision of what it happening in the past.
Of what happened from the other side of the glass, right? Mm-hmm. The description of hourglasses is one eye tracks it back in time, and the other eye tracks it forward in time. So looking through the backwards one, I would see it go back through the window, the glass come back, and wherever it came from out there.
So,
which means if I saw that, then I could potentially see who was guiding it.
So you can follow the missiles from what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. You do that. And I'll describe how it looks. So, almost a ghost vision happens as you look through it. Time starts moving backwards as everybody seems to rush back in. The glass forms back to its usual self. And the queen is talking. And you follow the missile as it goes back a far distance. You're surprised it went through it, but it did. And it reaches towards a very distant cliffside. It's a very open space. Only trees are near the end. But, those cannon shot things? The old cannons where they have to fire and then it sort of moves back and then moves a bit forward when it shoots.
You talking trebuchets?
Yes. So imagine that, but it's a giant crossbow.
Oh, so a ballista.
It's also ballista.
Okay, my bad. It's a huge ballista. And normally this would be handled by a person given how large it is, because it's gonna be hard to manage such a huge thing and not break over time. But there is nobody here. And it seems as if something was triggered. You can see a string that was slowly tearing apart over time. Or in this case, in your vision, it would be tearing back up, reforming. And it was just at this moment it decided to break and shoot. And that is how much you can tell only.
Alright. Sure, I'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Jian? Jian?
Why are you saying it like that? Tian. Just say Hua.
Okay,
just say Hua.
Hua.
Just say Hua.
Hua. Hua? What do you do?
She's checking on the queen! What else? What else is she gonna do? She's checking on the queen. She's gonna make sure her vitals are there. You said she's still impaled, right?
The missile came out of it before everybody started coming out, running out. And she looks like in shock of things. She's grasping where the wound is and such, and the silver dragons are like asking her questions. They're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Your Majesty, are you alright?" She looks at you and puts her claw up. It's like, no need. It missed my heart.
What?
I am alright.
Oh.
But
Thank heavens.
I am suddenly weak. Must leave now. And she still looks out, and both look at Inakris, who is seemingly repairing the window, and Miguel, who is looking through the hourglass. And she just looks at you for a brief moment where it's like, I'm going back to the mansion. She looks at you, Min. It's like, you who made the clouds. Can you follow me so that no one knows of what happened? Keep the clouds a fog around me.
Yeah.
Good. Well, stay here. You'll make sure the street's all right. Tell them
Yes,
it was the Hydra. Do not
of course.
make them fear anything. I should be on my way. And
Safe.
you as well. Guards, follow the missile. See what happened to ensure this doesn't happen again. And they salute her, and the remaining silver guards, except two, follow the other silver dragons throughout the window. And they sort of crash through again through your window, in Chris.
Like, there's that. Like, he was already grumbling a little bit when they're all like, "Are you okay?" And he's just like, "No, she just got fucking shot. What?" And then smash them when he's just like, the irritated eyebrow tick, just like, "All right, whatever," and just fucking quick repatch that.
So
Can Hua grab Min for a second and just look her dead in the eyes? You protect her with your life. Do you hear me? Or I'll come find you, and you'll end up worse. And she lets her go.
Sure thing.
Is your life worth
Good.
it? Yeah, bitch.
And she smiles sweetly at you.
Don't worry, she fears authority like no other.
So, before she's gonna fly out, but before she looks at you and Chris, it's like, do not worry about the window. I will go through it for the sake of escape. But I thank you. You will be paid after. And she looks at you, Min, and you get the feeling that you know that you are going to need to transform to your dragon form.
Oh,
Get the transform.
To be fair, I figured I probably wasn't gonna be able to keep up if she's that big.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna hop on the back.
Yeah, the back that she just got impaled through.
Not that part, just like the tail.
Oh my god.
You're going to hold on to the tail as she flies off. Do you know how fast a dragon is?
Right? Her tail's gonna be swinging, bro. You're gonna be.
I think she would probably rather be shot again than have that dishonor.
You know
Right.
what? Fine.
Right. A mortal on
Innocuous
her
is
back.
just gonna superheat the glass again so the opening can melt open instead of her slamming through it.
You transform into the blue dragon, and the lady from before goes like, "I was right."
It's one of them. That's the one.
Just like, yeah, it's one of them. If that happens, and Alcris is turning around going, "Lady, I think you are just racist."
You were so good at my job. Smiling.
And so, she nods her head at you, Inakris, and she flies out. She still sort of have the cloud around her, I'm assuming, Min, as you fly after her.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just a bye.
So, I'm gonna flip a coin to see who we follow. How much time we got left? Okay, that could work.
Death.
Looking at
An hour.
roughly. Good rough ballpark.
Who wants heads and who wants tails?
I think it should be heads for the guys staying back and tails for the ones leaving because of the whole trying to latch onto the tail.
Okay. Alright, then heads it is then. So, you can pause the music for a bit. I do not have any music at this moment because,
I put up, like, ambush D&D music in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you are in shock, relatively. You and Inocris and you, Miguel. The queen just got injured by a huge fucking missile at that. And
Yeah, he's... Continue.
you're good. And around you, of course, are not trampled, but the scene is a mess, obviously. The shattered glass, the blood spilled almost onto the seats. And you can probably notice that, like, the students probably got spilled with blood as well.
Some of them got splash zone.
Don't worry, they're getting washed off.
And
They're getting hosed.
a few silver dragons look at both of you. It's like, your work here is done. We need to ensure all citizens are safe. Please come with us.
And are they talking to Inocris?
They're talking to both of you.
Okay, like, fucking Inocris just is like, he looks around, he looks left, looks right, points at himself. Me?
Oh my god.
Yes, you,
Should
a
finish
student. You are a
this.
student. Chief Ambassador Miguel, please come with us.
No, my fucking god.
I don't know what they're... Okay, I don't know how to handle this situation. Because I'm kind of like... Yeah, internally I'm like, you couldn't protect there. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, you couldn't protect your president. Fucking...
No, you can protect the students. Yeah. It's like...
Okay, V, question. How important, for sake of plot, is it that we go with them?
It's up to you.
And I think Inocris is gonna put the full fucking he's gonna look to the headmistress lady.
The headmistress is
Our
not there.
agreement was an agreement. Oh, fuck.
It's just you two
Oh,
and the silver
God damn,
dragon. Because most of the staff and students fled in fear once she got impaled. So it's just you two at the moment.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Fuck,
If
Inocris is
everyone
sitting
else
there.
fled, why is this one person here?
She was with the gold, the queen.
Just one of the residual guards.
Yes.
One of the silver dragon residual
And
guards.
he noticed that the
Okay,
two of you were
alright.
here, so
You know
he's
what?
like, I'll escort you out type of thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I have no plans on staying here. But
Okay.
I'm going to set the fucking record straight. I am not a student. I was in the town square trying to convince a compatriot from not getting wrapped up in a donut eating contest scam. Your two students ran off and I got paid to sit in for the last hour of the lecture. Okay? Let's get that very fucking clear. I have business meetings to attend to. I have diplomatic meetings to attend to in the far district of the city. I will be leaving, but for the love of God, do not talk to me like a child. I swear to God I'm gonna lose it, because I've been demeaned twice today. And now there's an assassination attempt. I'm losing my fucking marbles.
The silver
start
dragon
walking.
the silver dragon just looks at you confused. They have like a distance there and it's like okay.
Yeah, I got paid 100 gold to take the place of the student.
Regardless,
Plus there's free
I need to
foods.
ensure your safety.
Yeah.
Please come with me.
Yeah,
And he
that
lays down
works.
and it's like he gestures that you can ride his back.
Right. He'll fucking get on. Just look at the shrug like, alright. As long as you don't, like, rope me into, I don't fucking know, science classes. Don't hit me with tuition.
I'm not in charge of that, don't worry. Chief Ambassador,
Cool,
please come with us.
regardless. Huh? Just fucking looks over at that dude.
Very well.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's just like, oh, you're someone important. Shit. Yeah, you're supposed to be getting on. I'm doing the thing, the getting on, and you're doing that now.
Am I supposed to be getting on?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's That's why she
Yeah.
literally just told us to.
Why not?
Yeah, that's the spirit.
And so both of you hop on.
Fucking and Innocuous is literally leaning back on the spine like fucking like a recliner, feet up, hands behind the head,
This arrogant bitch.
just straight up fucking chilling.
Oh, I thought we were just getting a piggyback ride.
Oh my.
No, it's full dragon form.
It's a full silver dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you are in your
Right in the
humanoid
magic.
forms.
Yeah.
So you ride on the dragon, and knowing that you made the window, he looks at you, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And he first goes,
Please, I fixed it 3 times.
he walks through the
I
door.
could cast Shatter on the window if I really wanted to.
I'm
I'm not
I
gonna
know
though.
it's just a hobby, but I'm also a perfectionist.
He nods at you and walks through the doors and then flies out through an opening. And he takes you to where this...
Wait, so they could have all fit out the doors?
Mhm.
And they
But it's
broke his
quicker to
window
go out the
twice.
window. It
That's
was
what I
quicker.
was thinking. I'm like, you're telling me this is the only way for the lady to get out is the
It
window?
was quicker.
So he comes out of the opening because there's some like ceiling openings within the campus. And it takes you a bit, but he escorts you to where there's a temporary place where all the students are, in case some of them got splattered by glass and has splinters on them and such, or are covered with the queen's blood and such. And he flies down there and lands you there. It's like, please check with the nurses if you are injured of any kind.
Okay.
Also, and he looks at you, Miguel is like, the queen will let you know if your attendance is needed for the upcoming meeting. There most likely is going to be an emergency meeting because of this occasion.
No shit. Very well.
And he nods and then flies back to probably join his comrades for the suspect. So, then we switch to Hua and Min. So you've reached the castle already, and part of it is the you already came inside the entrance. It's a big mansion. It's covered in like, it's almost partially merged into the ground and such, but it's like multiple floors, multiple windows, like a typical I forgot how to explain this. You know the Chinese, the Chinese really, I don't know, maybe it's Japanese. The really, really tall buildings where it's like slanted but multiple floors up.
I know what you're talking about.
Like that. It's like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what's happening.
Imagine a tall building with has that small mini buildings, but has multiple floors and stuff that has the curved roofs and such. It's more similar to Japanese architecture, but I know some Chinese architecture has it, at least at the old variety. And when you go in, it's beautiful. There's marble everywhere. There's some gold pieces lingering around and some treasure and stuff, but you see books and libraries, and you can see multiple guards are surrounding her as soon as the queen comes in. You see medics already casting spells on her in their humanoid form and such. And you go down in the lair where it's a sort of like a formed tunnel where the water is like circling around you. It's like, it's essentially the Red Sea type of situation, but it's more like a full circle path, and you enter sort of like the underwater part of the capital. Sorry, not capital, the mansion, where most of the horde is, where the bedroom may be, and you escort her to her bedroom. A big, gigantic bed in order to, you know, handle her, since she is a dragon. She's fully a dragon. She lays down, nurses come in, flushing in, starting to bandage the wings and such that were injured, checks for poison and such. And you and Min, your spell has ended already since there's no need for this. But both you and Hua, what do? You're standing here seeing your queen get medicated. Or not medicated. Treated.
Nurse tended to.
Nurse tended to. Treated.
Do I know if she'll be okay without my assistance?
You
Do
can
I know
ask
if
one
she'll
of the
be okay?
nurses.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one of the nurses, of course.
Okay, so you walk up to one nurse who's quickly just getting supplies and such, and you ask her, or you can talk to her.
Is the queen going to be okay with you guys?
Oh, madam, yes. We don't really know. It's such a big wound. You don't see dragons get type of wounds like that. It almost took out her flesh. It's a scary sight, but she's an ancient dragon. She'll survive. She will. And she returns
Well,
to
I
her
hope she
supplies.
does. You better make sure.
Of course, we will. And as she runs off, the doors bust open, and you see like a big, I don't want to say giant, but you see a tall humanoid that's like an elf that comes rushing in. It's like, my queen! And, Min, you don't know who this is, but what you know, that's her husband. And,
Oh my god.
Oh, he's a bottom.
Stop it.
I don't have music for you. You're welcome to choose any music you like during this time. And he's like, my queen. Yeah. And she slowly lifts up her head and looks at you. It's like, oh, my dear husband, do not fret for me. It's like, fret? You've been impaled! Hi, you impaled? Do you know how serious this is? I heard rumors that blood spilt out of you, your flesh taken out. Oh my goodness. My dear, please, let's just stay the whole week, the whole month. We can wait a couple of years. It's like, and you can see how frantic he is and such. And the queen just calms him down. It's like, my dear, it will heal over time. If I do not make my appearance, it will be a disturbance on the kingdom. Do not be afraid, please. At most, just stay with me. Of course. Just, oh my goodness. And he just starts like rambling and such. Min, you see all this happening. How do you feel?
She feels like she should not be here. She's just gonna like look to one of the guards and be like, can I leave?
The silver guard who looks at you is not until Her Majesty gives the order. And he returns to his seat.
Okay.
And sort of sensing you, the queen starts looking at you like, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't get hit. I'm good.
She gives an awkward thumbs up.
Hua. I'm going to need maybe a day of rest. Oh, thank goodness, you can hear from the husband say. And I will give you a small order. Please gather Chief Ambassador Miguel and the Blue Dragon, who is repairing the window. Not Blue Dragon, Red Dragon.
I was about to
Mixing up
say,
your
I thought he was
colors.
red.
I was about to say,
I'm
man.
mixing-
I thought he was red.
I'm mixing up colors. Anyway,
Wow.
shut up. Anyway, she looks at you, Min. It's like, and you. I sense your fear. You are welcome to leave, but please come here again after I rested. And you are both escorted out by the silver guards. And they close the door on you.
Maybe like 2 days, 3, but she'll just like look to how do I get out of?
She like just gestures around in the palace area.
Translation: I'm bad with directions and lost. Please help.
Okay, just follow me. I'll lead you out.
Because I'm funny and such a humorous joke, make a survival check.
So she's just gonna out the palace.
Make a survival check, Qua.
Make a survival check. Oh, why a survival's check?
So you can navigate. That's how you navigate survival.
I should already know. Wait, it's not rolling. Hold on. Why is it not rolling? Hold on.
Harder acceleration.
Shut up.
If her manor is so big that you have to have like Disney World style direction signs in the halls, I think we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, hold on. Get there.
Oh man, that's when you start taking every left turn.
18!
Alright.
I put it in the rows.
Make 2 more, please.
Aww!
And as you make those 2 rolls, I'll continue the story. So, you're able to navigate through the hallways pretty easily. You pass through the many aquariums and such, the libraries. You pass through another guest bedroom and such. As you come up above the hidden entrance, you come into the areas where mostly you see chief meetings and such. And you can already see people gathering around. Not in the meetings, but like in front of the doors and such. People murmuring and such. And then, you come across a door, and you forgot which door this is.
Can't quite remember which door this leads to.
She fucking live here.
Well, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that.
No, she's just asking in general.
No? Of course not. Why would I be here?
You're a guard. Don't guards live like in barracks nearby and shit? Yeah. At least that's how the humans work.
Oh, depends. It depends on ranking and whatnot. You don't necessarily have to live here. Anyways, let's peek inside, shall we? Let's do a little peeky peek.
You
I am
found
a
the
stranger.
bomb door. It explodes.
So both of you sort of peek out like cartoon characters, and let's just say it is a room with a single chest.
Let's get out of here.
The urge.
The urge. She's just gonna leave.
There is
too
nothing
much.
else
There's a lot of
but
dragon.
a chest in this room.
Yeah, she's
Like
gonna
a
leave.
trap for me.
Yeah, it sounds like a
I
trap.
think you
There's
should
too many
make a
dragons here.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw to resist the voices of stealing.
No way.
Do I V?
Because I'm a humorous person, yes.
I'm so good at this game.
So Hua, you know this is obviously a trap. I mean, a chest in
that's
the
not
middle
good.
of the room. It has to be a trap.
Obviously.
Obviously. But Min, I'll wait for your roll.
Hold on. Oh, I forgot I have. I mean, it's still not great, but I forgot I actually have the.
Hua will probably just humor Min, but stay a fair distance away.
You see this chest, and it's like, why would they leave a chest here unless it's seriously important? You navigated through a labyrinth essentially, and your reward is a chest. So you go in, or if you wish to, you can go in and follow and see what truly is in that mysterious and possibly very, very rich chest. I mean, it could even have a weapon. It could even have grass. Who knows?
Stop tempting us, bro. Why are you tempting us?
I would like to throw a single
Why are you
torch at it.
temptable?
I know
Lit or unlit?
Unlit. It's just a
Nice.
torch. She's throwing that shit in the room. What happens? She's aiming for the chest though to throw it.
You throw a torch in there?
Yeah.
Unlit.
So
Just a
Unlit.
stick. Just a
Unlit.
stick, essentially.
Yeah, it's just
I'm throwing a stick inside at the chest.
You throw the stick. I'll say it hits, and the chest just slightly budge a bit, and I'm gonna do one roll real quick.
At least it's not a mimic.
Why did it move that way?
I was gonna suggest a mimic pet dog, you know?
Oh,
That would not be good because I would have threatened to eat it.
you'll eat a mimic?
Make
eat a mimic.
a stealth check.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Both of you make a stealth check.
Hold on.
Okay.
My
Oh.
laptop is trying to die. Give me 1 second.
Of course you forgot.
No, I charged it and then it got one. Oh, golly. Owie.
Where's my... It's actually, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You wanna know why?
Why?
Give me 1 second, I'm spelling.
You don't have to spell. So, let's say this. When you peeked at the door, Hua, you were stealthy. Obviously, you only peeked out however much you needed to do. But Min, you are in the room. You needed to see fully how this chest looked. So, the chest gets hit as you throw it across the room. It doesn't budge. Well, it budges, but nothing happens. What do you do?
I'm leaving.
What? You don't want to go check it out?
Not even getting your torch back. Fuck it, you can get another.
You can
Fuck the
get your
torch, I'm
torch
leaving.
back. Cause
No. It's too close.
Too close.
nothing
It's
happens.
less about you being too close and more about you too far.
V, are you
Don't
trying
care.
to get to this chest, or are you trying to hurt us?
It's up to you. I'm just telling you.
Miss Firefly has been triggered. She does not want to be here.
The DD job to kill you. That's what it is.
So, unfortunately, you lose a torch as you close the door. And you choose to close the door, yes or no?
Yes.
As you close the door, something immediately jumps to the door. As you can almost hear like barking noises, like.
It's a dog.
And let's
Go
just,
back.
you can probably infer that it did not like being hit with the stick.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
At
least it's
believe
it's-
now.
Yo, let's get out of here.
Just find a window and climb out of it.
Can I do that?
No, you, after some hit and runs, you find the entrance and escape. escape is a strong
Escape?
word.
Escape.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not escaping.
Even the maze, the labyrinth, yeah, it was escape.
Yes, you escape. You escaped the labyrinth, but you left the mansion safely. And we shall return back to Miguel and Anacris.
Fucking
You're free to roleplay.
Anacris, first thing I think of what he's doing first is that he's eyeing over the crowd, looking for any sign of the original two students, because he's connected some dots in his head. Not like, oh, Lorba, but it's like, the two students that were supposed to be there ran away. And then something bad happened. I don't know why I give a fuck about them, but I think I'd want to make sure they have their stories straight before the guards realize that two students were miraculously missing and replaced with doubles, or else they're going to be suspect numero uno. I think it'd probably be a little bit, it'd be a little bit of, hey, I was taking the place for you so you could run off and do what the fuck ever. If you're framing for me for an assassination, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you.
You don't see. There's 100 students here, but you can recognize them, and they're not here at all.
Damn. Alright. I mean, I don't know what else the fuck you would do. Is the donut guy around?
You could walk to the donut guy, but you're in a different place. It's again sort of like a full
it's too
plaza.
far. Okay.
It's a full plaza where they already have temporary stalls where nurses are attending to any students and such. And there are some dragons who sort of like spread out their wings and it's just sort of chatting to each other, obviously looking afraid and stuff. And then you see a small batch of humans in the corner.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck else Anacris would do right now, aside from check over his inventory, check over his bag. Like, does he have all the materials and notes for different meetings and different plans to still have his notebook and everything like that? Aside from that, make sure everything's squared away. He's gonna be thinking like, fuck, what the hell am I gonna tell the people I was supposed to be meeting with? Okay. Damn.
Is there anything you
Man,
want to do,
that's
Miguel?
crazy.
Don't know. Because I'm also kind of in that boat of there's so much that's probably gonna be asked for me. So I think I'm gonna take this time just to not do anything. Just to watch. Let people do things. I know people will ask for me later, so.
Nocris is just standing there with his hands in his fucking pockets. I think at this point he has taken off the student's robes and more like draped them across his shoulder like he's carrying a sweatshirt.
Okay.
So do assassination attempts have to not happen often, or is that like a first time? Is that a first time sort of thing around here?
Definitely not a first.
Ah.
You sound Indian.
Yeah.
I fumbled the accent for a second.
Continue.
Definitely not the first. Not the first? Yeah. Just the nod of yeah.
I still don't know. Don't know a lot. I don't think any of us do.
Yeah, I know literally jack shit.
But I don't know if we can confirm if whoever it was that set this plan in motion, if it went according to plan.
Oh. You think it was a setup? Like they were supposed to miss?
No, not entirely. More like, from what I was able to gather, the launching was somewhat random. It was set to go off, but not controlled directly. So that means it could have been targeting anyone who was on that stage, including myself.
Oh.
Of course, there's still a higher probability of the queen or the ruler being targeted.
I mean, I might not be the sharpest motherfucker around. But with the size of that bolt that came through the window, if it was supposed to kill, like, a regular-sized humanoid, don't you think that would have been overkill? That'd be throwing a goddamn, like, a mining shaft drill at, like, a goblin. It seems extreme, you know? Like,
who knows? I mean, comparing tomatoes and oranges here, when they already set up a comically large ballista on a slowly snapping string as its firing method.
Wait, as its firing method, it was a slow dwindling string? That means... Oh. Wait, that means they knew the flow that corresponded to the event. And would have to know the timing. Wait a minute.
Particularly, but also because with a string snapping like that, how inconsistent even the slightest bit of weather could have made that.
It sounds to me like that could have been... How do I say this without sounding too, conspiratorial? It sounds like someone couldn't be there to watch the ballistae to fire it when they needed it to. They had to be in two places at once.
Possibly. Or they could have foreseen someone tracing it and instead made it remote. So there would be no ties to them. Speculation, nonetheless, but nothing that we can rule out or confirm for now.
I don't know. Has she pissed anybody off?
There's a high probability.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
comes
that's
with
right.
the position.
And as you continue talking, Hua and Min come into here. So, you guys are also free to join the conversation, if you wish.
By the way, I'm not a student. I just grabbed the robe.
Told them.
They
I mean,
bitched.
I
Who
already
you're
told them
talking to?
about me, but I think they figured it.
I'm talking to.
Hua.
Yeah, I could already tell from the moment I saw you guys.
Oh, cool. So can I, like,
what do you
go
wanna
home?
say?
No.
Oh. Fuck.
I told you she was a pussy when it came to authority.
Unfortunately, there is a lot of procedures wrapped up in these things. So, best to make yourself comfortable for now.
Yep.
No one's
Maybe
getting in
you're
or out.
God damn it.
Listen, I tried to warn you, there's always bureaucracy and shit. I'm used to dealing with it. You are not. You are used to, like, running around in the woods doing something. I don't know. I'm usually too busy to know. But
Yeah.
they're gonna have to get everybody's stories and make sure people aren't injured and get the alibis and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be a minute. You're just
I
gonna
don't
have
wanna
to
be
sit tight.
stuck in a political hellhole.
How
Well, it's
long?
actually quite nice here.
It's better than home.
There are worse places.
Yeah. Like I said, home. He just kind of nods.
So, suddenly you hear like attention, and you see that a humanoid creature is standing on top of one of the roofs so that everyone can hear them using prestidigitation. It's like, attention, all people involved in the glorious introduction ceremony. Unfortunately, someone's wealth got stolen, so I assure you the trampling may have injured everyone, and thus we ask, at least for 2 days, all students and all staff stay in the territory to be asked for alibi for some time, after which you're free to continue classes and resume your duties. Again, and then he repeats the announcement and stuff.
Wow, it's almost like I literally just called that about 43 seconds ago.
That's why I just stay in the woods, man.
Mm-hmm. Then why'd you come bothering me?
I didn't fucking follow you.
I'm talking about before, back at my setup.
You had money.
Everyone has money, and now I have less of it because you owe me.
No. I'm not in charge of your financial decisions. Yes, we do have history, strange man.
463 gold, 17 silver, and 3 copper. Oh, and you could throw in an electrum piece, just for the fuck of it. That's exactly how much you've taken from my treasury.
Well, don't leave a vault open.
I'm not. You chewed through the fucking wall like a rat.
Potato.
Have you thought about putting your money somewhere else?
I can't, because the other people in the castle need it, motherfucker.
Oh, so she's in the castle, so she needs it.
She doesn't even function in an economy. She eats half the gold she takes.
No, I eat a quarter, or is it eighth? I eat an eighth of the gold.
She can't even do math.
Oh. No, I can. Just basic math. Fractions don't make sense. Fractions are hellish things.
Which is it's okay. You know what? Sure.
Can Hua just be taking twigs and stuff out of Min's hair? While they're talking, you're just cleaning her up a bit.
She just like puts it like, I wouldn't bother. They show back up within like maybe a day. I'm convinced there was a whole nest of squirrels living up there.
No, a little squirrel just like pops out and just like, and then comes back in.
Oh. Imagine. I guess I didn't find that one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So, here's how we can progress events. First of all, check it. Are you guys fine with continuing up to 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Second.
It's like 11 is my hard cutoff, so I get roughly 8 hours of sleep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then,
11's 9 for me.
Would you like to time skip after the alibis are done, or would you like to be...
Yes.
We could do a small snippet.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Of like,
they need
all
their
right,
alibi.
here's exactly my story. I'm literally not bullshitting you. I just wanted some free food and a little bit of money. I don't know what the fuck.
Then, for comedic effect, let's say you are, all of you are getting, interviewed at the same time. A day has passed since the events. Rumors are spreading around everywhere of the events that happened. Some are not, of course, they are trying to silence the situation, but rumors are spreading of something bad happened, but they don't know what. Some are saying theft and robbery, people saying, someone was injured because of a fight, things of that sort. But none of the rumors are, in fact, including that the queen was injured herself. Each of you are taken into a room in the campus, and you're being interviewed by a gold dragon humanoid. You being sit down, and you've asked 3 questions. First question, who are you? We already know your names, and such. 2, where were you during the scene of the incident? And we already know, as such. And I'll go through each of you. You can give me a quick snippet. Third question. Why were you
Yep.
there? Hua, go first.
Well, I was a performer, of course.
Min?
I'll be real. I found a robe after getting ran over by a child, and then I just said, cool, there's free food.
And now Chris.
The headmistress didn't want any students, quote unquote, missing in attendance for this inauguration speech because it'd make her look bad. I also got paid 100 gold to be there and basically pretend to be a student so it didn't smear her reputation.
The
Damn.
the gold dragon interviewing you looks up from her paper. It's like, wait, that bitch?
Oh.
Yep.
Ugh, that's my mom.
Well, to clarify, the student that I originally caught that was supposed to be going gave me 100 gold to just go instead because the pressures of university cracked her. So I took the 100 gold and it's like, yeah, whatever. I get it. I understand sometimes the expectations are too much. I got something out of it. She got her freedom. All good by me.
Hey,
But
nice bag.
Then, for some reason, the headmistress could not tell that I was a completely different person than the student that had just ran off. Somehow, I can't even begin to wrap my head around that logic. I had documentation and paperwork of multiple business meetings. Oh. Just fucking, he starts fucking rambling. he starts
Rambling on and
going
on.
off like this dumb like, as politely as possible, to this dumb bitch tone of I had these forms of documentation and schedules and
I'm here legally.
political meetings that I missed out on for this little stuff. And she still thought I was some like whiny teenager. Like, oh god.
Resuming. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure stuff in the background doesn't get caught in the audio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my mom. So like, because she's staying in her humanoid form for so long, she's kind of been getting old, like normally old. I don't know what's happening with that. And like, her vision's getting really shit. So I'm sorry, bro. Like my mom means.
Man,
bro.
family problems. I get it. But I thought there would be a whole thing with like the draconic signature or whatnot to tell that it's completely two different people. But I don't know.
Like
But-
sometimes she confuses me with my younger sister. Like she can define the race, but she can't like define the. We were trying to get her checked out for
okay,
that.
okay.
She might die. Yeah.
Or she could just have cataracts. I could probably make a pair of like special bifocals, see if it like a higher prescription.
Oh
See if
shit,
that helps.
bro! Really?
I'm a glass blower. It's lensed glass.
Oh.
Of course I know how to make it.
Okay.
You're wondering how I also fixed the big fuck off window 3 times before they broke it 2 other times.
Oh, so you're that person. Got it. And she writes it down. I'll hit you up later then,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I got you.
Sweet. He just fucking puts out a hand for a fist bump.
She fist bumps
Fucking
you.
pop, pop, pop. Stick.
You perform a beautiful and immaculate, on-time, perfectionist fist bump. Anyone who would have saw that would have been awed.
Awesome.
Yes, I continue. And Miguel, your answer.
You know why?
Kind of weird. I
Everyone
thought
saw
they'd
me.
know why we were there.
Chief Ambassador, I have to write your answer in. Please.
Who's to say that it's not my answer?
Oh my god.
We
I
need...
play the fifth.
You have to give a reason as to why you were in the scene of the crime.
Ambassador.
Okay, alright, Ambassador then. And she just already looks tired of it. Final reason. Do you have any reason to hate the Queen of Justice? Or do you know of people that may be involved in the crime? Hua.
No, I hold the queen in the highest respect. But, you know, the red dragons could possibly have done it. They're always so aggressive.
A lot of people have been thinking it's the red dragons. I'm just hoping another war doesn't break out. Min?
I am too.
Honestly, I only go into society for like random periods of time throughout several, like 7 to 8 months. So I barely know who she is. I wouldn't have a reason to hate her.
You don't know the Queen of Justice?
I mean, vaguely, it's been a while. The last time that I would have been in a situation that would allow me to know that type of information was 120 years ago.
And she looks in your records and is like, aren't you, like, 139 years old?
Yes.
So you were 19 years old.
Yeah.
Just like you see her struggling with the fucking math, and the poor interviewer's like, oh, that's right, you can't count.
Innocuous?
Repeat the question. Like, in character, it's like, huh, what? Repeat the question.
Sorry, bro. Like, do you hate the Queen? And if not, do you know anybody who hates the Queen?
I didn't even know who she was.
How could you
You gotta
not?
understand.
How could you not know, bro? That's the Queen.
I only ventured this far out away from my kingdom for potential business deals because I'm trying to bring revenues in to help my people out a little bit.
Wait, you
And
have a
before
kingdom?
that, it's a very. I'm talking. It is tiny. It is small.
Wait,
maybe a province of like a
you
couple.
have your own, like, humanoid civilization?
Listen, it's mainly travelers passing through, drifters, especially people displaced by big draconic conflicts that have uprooted some of the other human civilizations and
That's
everything like that.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how when you make a cordial alignment between different peoples, instead of constantly trying to strong arm them, that you give them incentive to wanting to actually cooperate. And it's crazy how that works.
So you
I
have,
even
like...
got a good amount of.
Sorry, you're good. So you're in those Shamlos towns, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
guess you could say that.
Dude.
It's like you got humanoids and travelers and adventurers milling through, and engineers and innovators and artists and all that.
Man.
Even got a good amount of kobolds running around helping run it like a, not like a lair, but when you give kobolds diversified work that they actually want to pursue and are rewarded for pursuing said work, it's crazy that they want to do it at their best capability, huh? Who would have thought? Not my dad.
And then you started getting to a conversation in between stuff, and it gets political, and it's like, man, the older generation sucks. That type of conversation.
Yeah.
Miguel, your
Yeah.
answer.
What was the question?
I know you don't hate the Queen, Chief Ambassador, but do you hate the Queen, or do you know any suspects?
No. From my endeavors in researching, I discovered no possible leads, and I know of no one who would specifically be targeting the Queen.
Alright. And after a few more questions, the interview ends for all of you, and another day passes. Hua, you are remembered. You remembered. You know you have to gather the 3 people you met.
Yep.
And you have some free time. Do you want to do anything before you get them?
Do I have my gear on me or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just sharpen up my weapons a little, quick, little. Take care of my my poor babies, and then I'm gonna go find them, of course.
All right, everyone, roll a 1d6.
D6?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I got a 1.
Just putting it in chat. 5.
Okay. And Miguel. Miguel.
Yeah. What's happening?
Roll the D6. Just say the number.
Oh, a D6. Fuck, D6. Shit.
Probably for order of who is found first.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the D6. Stuck.
It's lost.
Your regular die is lost.
Shit.
I was just joking.
All right, so Mocha, you're first.
Oh, thank God.
Alright.
So, where would you be?
Honestly, like, it's the next day, alright?
2 days has passed since you last met. Yes.
Alright. Honestly, at this point, depending on how early it is, she's probably been low-key, not necessarily harassing students, but being like, hey, do you know anything about fancy robotics that can be used to guard things? And then also, but at least right now, she's probably gonna be getting breakfast or lunch while she's still asking around.
I say it's around afternoon, like maybe around 12 or 1 p.m. So. And while you see her interrogating a poor student who is so bewildered.
What do you think you're doing, Min?
I'm just asking him some questions, and then he's not answering.
Okay, hold on. Leave this poor student alone. What questions do you need answered?
Do you know anything about fancy little robots? I think called Zintos. I heard gold dragons sometimes make them. They are used to guard villages and other cool things.
What you would know about this, they're sometimes used as guards in the castle itself to protect some of the hordes and stuff, and sometimes they're used outside of the territory when diplomats are leaving for like peace treaties or meetings with other leaders and such, but rarely are they used for fighting.
Would I know if one of them is guarding Miguel since he is an ambassador?
At the moment, no, because he hasn't left the...
Damn it. Oh, do I know where I could find one so I can show? What it looks like.
You could escort her to the intermission. I'll just say you know...
Unless we're going...
You're going to the castle, yes, but you know that on an off day, they may be guarding one of the hordes. However, it's not proper to go to the entrance of a horde unless it's, like, needed. So...
Emergency.
Yeah. But yes.
You said there's, like... They guard our territory, right? So they might be outside the kingdom gates, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we leave, we can just check one out, you know? Yeah. Oh, I'll show you one later. I'll show you. I promise.
Okay.
Now follow me. We gotta go gather the other two. You just follow me. She's like, okay. Wherever we're going, I'll follow the lady.
You still have to get the other two though. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go find the other two.
All right, Inakris, you're next.
Where would he be? I think because he's not allowed to leave the area, he would be spending a lot of time maybe in like a study area, because he's not a student, but he needs somewhere fucking quiet. He needs to lay out business plans and like, fuck, you probably heard the news of why I missed those meetings. Blah 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 blah. We can reschedule for this and coordinate letters and fuck, this really threw a monkey wrench into everything.
Since you're still
So he's basically sorting his schedule, trying to pick back the pieces of like of arrangements that were in the works. Furthermore, I think
I will say,
top it all off, he'd probably be doing a little bit of tinkering. Yeah.
Okay. I will say, because you are still considered students, the robe was placed on you and such. Even if the robe isn't on you, you're recognized as a student. So thus you have the permission to enter school campuses, use their resources and such. So you are in the campus's library, and you can be tinkering and such. So Hua and Min finds you in the library of the same school.
Yeah, he's more or less poking around with like tiny bits of brass work interlace, like a small scale.
Just like a whisper, yeah.
All right, what's up? Just kind of like push back, turn the swivel chair towards you two.
We've come
What's
to
the
collect
deal?
you. We're collecting
For,
you.
collecting for what? What are we doing?
We have to go to the castle. An order given by the queen herself. Yes.
Castle.
Mm-hmm. The palace. Yes.
We'll just quickly like bag on lap, arm on table, sweep his journal and everything like that into a bag, stand up, throw it over the shoulder. All right, let's go.
Okay, we got one more person to find.
Yeah, the ambassador guy. Yeah,
The weird guy.
the one that was giving the big speech.
Miguel, where would you be?
Hey, you're.
Depends where I'm allowed to be.
You're allowed to be anywhere in the general vicinity.
Well, I probably wouldn't have left then. I probably would just be like either leaning against a wall with my eyes closed or in a chair with my eyes closed, just taking like a little nap.
In the
Fucking
campus?
resting.
Or...
In the campus, why not?
Okay.
They fucking... If I were to leave campus, they would probably want a security team with me because... So I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna stay where everyone else is.
So you find him resting on a bench underneath the shadow where like the tree is covering him and such. And a soft breeze sort of like coats him. Soft breeze. Anyway, you find him resting.
Hey, Miguel. You're coming with us.
Without saying a word, he stands up.
Wow, no questions? Okay, let's
I
go.
knew it was
Nah,
coming.
he's not one of many like question asking from what I gathered.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just gonna head to the palace. To the
Alright. So you pass into the castle. Silver guards, let you come in and such. The meeting room that you guys go to is closed with two silver guards again guarding it, and you can hear yelling and like screams, or not screams, but just like a bunch of arguing inside the room. And you prepare yourself as you open the doors, and it is filled with gold dragons. Almost the whole gold dragulation population is in this room. Some of them are in the human uniforms, other people are in their full forms, and the queen is still resting. You can see like a large, not bandage around her, but some type of like fabric is covering her, that matches with the scale. Surprisingly, her heels have covered, but you can still see the scarring and such. And she's leaning on her side as her husband who's also in his dragonoid form, is laying next to her. And you hear the shouts of like, we have to find the criminal. Do you understand how many threats we have had from anonymous people and you didn't even cover it? And the other person comes shouting like, do you think she wants to stir disruptance? It's already been time since we finally had peace with the humanoids after much deliberation. And another comes in and like, it has to be the humans. Who else? The red dragons? And the other people comes in, well, of course it has to be the red dragons. Have you seen how much they've been eyeing us? Like, the treaty can only work so much between them. And this constant yelling and such. And as soon as the queen sees you four walk into the room, she raises her hand up and complete silence consumes the room. Dragons. I understand we were all tense. And to be fair, I have an inkling as to why we are in this situation. I suggest you calm down, and we shall not let more noise scare us. Please remain calm. And everyone sort of like shuffle in their seat and like feeling the pressure of her to saying like, you know, calm the fuck down type of thing. And she signals towards Yuhua to come forward and speak. There's a podium where humanoids can like take a stage type of thing, so you can walk up there with the four of you.
Oh, we're being summoned up? Okay. Nocris is definitely hanging towards the back of the group in that case. But it'll still approach.
Wolfman's probably going to be struggling to get it further behind because she's like, no, thank you. You gotta fight her for that back spot.
I step
so
forward.
we'll take third then.
I guess I'm up front.
Either you or me.
Yeah.
I think she specifically waved to you, so I'll be walking just the step behind. But
one of the dragon sneers at you. Is like, why is the chief commander here? No other governors besides the gold dragons are supposed to be here. And then immediately the head turns of the queen, and you can see that he immediately turns to his humanoid form and keeps still and quiet.
Well, just has a smirk on her face. She knows
her breath.
Right.
I decide who can join the council room, and you will all be fine with these 4 individuals being here, including Creative Arts Ambassador Miguel. Now, Hua, I will explain to you why I asked you to come here with these 3 fellows. And she starts talking. She sort of sits up. We are at a point in history where distrust is starting to build. There is a clear line of a population not wanting us. We do not know who right now. But if they're capable of crafting a missile that strong, we need to take this cautiously and urgently. To those who believe the red dragons are at play, I dismiss that theory. Why would the red dragons use a simple weapon when they're haughty and cocky to come up here and fight? They will not use weapons like that. And as for those who are fearing the humans, as reports shown, there were no humanoids near it, but a contraption was made. Your theory holds, but we shall not raise suspicion among the humanoids. We govern them, and we shall protect them. We shall not make them as murderers. Now, I see the four of you, and she looks at each of you. You were remaining. Of course, Hua here, concerned for my safety, you decided to secure me as well. And she gestures to you men. You cared for the glass, surprisingly. It looked at Anocris. And Ambassador, you were not frightened. The reason why you are here is because I am giving you the order to find the source of this mess. And a gold dragon steps up, like, I object to this. Why should we employ these lower dragons when this is clearly a conspiracy within the government? You want to let these lowlives handle a situation this deep? I believe it is crucial if it is the citizens investigating the situation. If we were to make noise, our enemies would know. But, and she looks at you again, if these four were to do it, then maybe we have a chance. But why Chief Ambassador Miguel? Don't you know of his graceful appearance? He has many connections with those of dragons and humanoids. He and Hua are to aid the other two dragons, so as to not make a big splash. Now, and she looks at Fu. You may make your case as to why you want to participate or why you don't want to participate. But be warned, because you came here, eyes will be upon you, at least of the inner circle of our enemies. We can protect you if needed, but I urge you to join us in this mission to stamp out this root of evil.
But I gotta rev up. My brain lagged for half a second.
While I don't necessarily agree with being lower dragon, which is hot shit coming from a guy who probably wasn't even there,
And that dragon like scoffs at you. It's like
watch it, bub.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Chris is just gonna look to that fucking smartass and just like staring him dead in the eyes, vacant, just the under the breath. You know nothing of my lineage. And then turn back to the queen. And he is. As long as I get it some sort of cut of resources for my fledgling kingdom, sure, I'll take a crack at playing detective.
I'll be real. I was just here visiting, hoping to maybe get something without being a complete utter menace. But,
Fucking squint him down at that one.
hey, that's still truthful. Just because I am hoping to not be one doesn't mean I won't. Anyway, you shush! You're distracting me.
She like pushes an actor's face away.
I like live in the woods. I got things to take care of. Not kobolds necessarily, but I feel like I'm very underqualified for a job like this. Especially because it's like, you're royalty and stuff, and like, I'm a hermit.
You are perfectly unassuming.
You'll get fed if you join.
Yeah, but I still gotta like go back. Like I said, I have
You
things
can
to take
bring
care
them.
of.
You can bring them, it's fine.
I could tell just by how half of these guys are willing to talk back to your ruler that it would not be fine with at least a good chunk.
They won't ever say anything rude or speak out of their turn again.
Stares at the rude motherfucker.
She tilts her head at the rude motherfucker with her large grin and her eyes saying, I will kill you. Shut up.
Can I use this opportunity? Staring at that motherfucker. Just that glare, the backup glare of, You won't speak out of turn, will you?
Is it the same motherfucker?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Is he acting a fool again?
Not
he
the
is
one who was
it.
turned into a humanoid, but the one who was just another dragon. Dragon. So he looks at you and Hua and Nakras make intimidation checks.
That's
Hell
what I
yeah,
was
hold on,
gonna
where's my
ask.
thing? Yeah, where's my thing? Hold up, I got you. Hold on.
I got a +4 on that motherfucking
Gotta
thing.
open
You're
it
lucky I didn't take expertise.
While they roll that, it's just like, so
Actually, did
not
I
to,
select expertise?
That's a 20, thank you.
Did I?
Ooh, a 20. So not to like disrespect
Fuck, I
your,
didn't choose my other expertise. Fuck
Lamau.
yeah.
not to disrespect your choice, Queen, but I did mostly do that just out of like general survival. Obviously, they're shooting through windows, so the best place and best way to be able to escape, regardless
Holy
of if I'm
fuck.
aiding. Oh.
Uh,
Regardless if I am aiding, is to, you know, cause cover. I must be honest, if you had not asked me to do something, I probably would have just left as soon as possible.
So while you're
and
speaking,
not Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say your part, I'll say my part.
you can go first.
And not Chris staring at this motherfucker, especially with the words reverberating in this dude's head that you don't know my lineage. The eyes that have been charcoal and blank have there's cracks forming the irises, these rolling coals of fire as like soft puffs of smoke leave under like out of bated breath. He can feel, how would I describe it? Almost like when you rip open the doors of a blast furnace and that like tinge of heat singes your skin and gives that little chill of fear down your spine instinctually. That man is ran through with it. You know nothing of who or what I am, and you will mind your tongue.
The gold dragon stares, and you can sense almost a sense of fear within him. And the surrounding dragons can see this as well, and it just like speaks to him like, not right now. And he sort of like scoots back and like leans against his chair, and it's just like, it tries his best not to make eye contact with you, but he still feels his gaze and sort of like slumps into his seat.
He's gonna turn back to the queen, but do like the looking out of the corner of the eye, like the fucking like looking out of the peripheral, and he's just going to say, "That's what I thought."
The other dragons near him also like sort of like adjust themselves and such, feeling almost the heat of your gaze as well. Returning to Mocha.
Yeah.
My dear, ignorance is to be death, and I truly believe that you have the full capabilities. As Ambassador Miguel says, you are unassuming, and during this critical period, that is what we need. And as for you, I know you, Inakris, and I know you have made great efforts in your shambles. I will assure you that your place will be thoroughly funded. And
Thank you, my queen.
you are welcome. And if you wish, I can assist you in making it a better town where people may make permanent civilization there. It may take a couple of years as per usual, but I will do my best to take care of your people, just as you are taking care of mine.
The first time that you would see Nakris do anything remotely similar to a courtesy with a humble bow.
Thank you. As for you two, Hua, Miguel, it is your duty to take care of this.
Yes, Your Majesty. And Ha's just gonna do the highest form of bowing to her, showing so much respect for the Queen. obviously a devoted.
And she looks to you, Miguel.
He just nods and does a slight bow. Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Does anyone object?
Innocuous will use this opportunity to scan around the room.
Everyone stay silent. Good. Council is dismissed, and she slams her fist against the ground, and tremors are felt for everyone. And doors open as multiple dragons leave, whether by flight or by walking. You four may leave, and I will open free roleplay for now, because the session will end soon, so you guys have free reign for roleplay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Innocuous is just walking out, like hands, and he's returned back to his informal posturisms. I think the only thing that would be on his mind is he's muttering under breath is like, well, if one thing's for certain, it absolutely wasn't Red Dragon attack. Yeah, they do something brazen like this, but they would do it in broad daylight. They would walk in and make a whole show of the thing.
Well, that's good. We don't have to keep you a prisoner.
Mm-hmm. I'm honestly surprised that wasn't used against me. I'm surprised I wasn't immediately pointed as, oh, he's a red chromatic. He must have been
that one.
He must have been evil. 'Cause, oh my god.
You would know this internally, but the queen hates discrimination, despises it, and will throw down if one of the gold dragons speaks out of turn. So they were speaking out of respect for the queen, but if she wasn't there, they would have absolutely have said that. You can decide to mention this.
They would have been racist.
Oh yeah. It's easy for them to do when they're hiding behind their big dragon forms. I don't take this form like I'm trying to act like I'm better than nobody. Like, oh, look at me, I can be strong or whatever the fuck with that. Nah, it's just the fact that I don't need it. If you gotta bunker up behind a big wall of scales, you're hiding from something. But, that's nobilistic aristocratic pricks for you. Every court's got 'em.
That's true. And I was just gonna quickly just wave back to the king. He just like, bye!
I'll be off soon.
He gives like a quick wave as like he's waving back to a friend. It's like
bye.
Bye. You can like see him like mouth and this is like bye. And he's just like looking happily towards his wife and such.
Oh, they're so cute. Stop.
I would say it like as a big thing, because I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but if her plan is to keep things on that down low, she might benefit from resting for as long as possible. One big thing
does.
If you can, maybe suggest that, because regardless of holding appearances, any sort of slight off pattern or behavior will be noticed, and that is a lot worse than people just outright knowing she's injured. Yeah, that is all.
Anything else by
Oh wait, it is 11.
If you guys want to say anything else, it's your.
Oh, well, he's just gonna be like, oh, you're gonna show me the thingies.
That could be the next session, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So who's hungry?
Nothing.
It's always something. Meanwhile, I gotta figure out how the fuck I play detective.
You don't need to play
Yeah,
detective. That's my shit.
work.
I've got perception and investigation, both with proficiency, as well as having chronomancy shit.
No.
Yeah.
Then
Nice.
in that case, session ends.
Yippee!
I will end the
Now I'm
recording,
tired.
so say goodbye to Fifth. Bye.
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 Bye, recording.